Hi, I am Rahul. Today let me show you how I created this marker artwork and also give you my 5 top tips to begin creating your own. I am mainly a digital artist. I sketch on paper a lot, but when it comes to coloring my art, I find paints and brushes just too messy. And using color pencils just never looks like what I intended in my mind. But when I discovered there were these things called alcohol markers, I was so impressed by how close I could get my traditional art to look as close to the digital art that I do. All the vibrant bold colors as well as the pastel colors that they offered and the ease of using them without getting paint everywhere and ruining my drawing really blew me away. I've been using these for a while now, and I wish someone had told me the tips I am about to share with you before I got started with using alcohol markers in my artwork. So here are my top 5 tips if you are just a beginner in marker art. Number 1. Sketch lightly. As with all the art that is intended for coloring, always sketch as lightly as possible so that your sketch lines don't leave a mark after you erase it, and also so that it does not smudge a lot over your drawing. Speaking of smudging, it's a good idea to not use graphite pencils and instead use color pencils called Col-Erase by Prismacolor, which do not smudge as much as normal pencils do, and you can even erase them after inking too. Number 2. Use soft tip brush pens. When I started, I tried using this Sakura brush pen for inking, thinking as though, hey, I'll be able to get nice thick and thin lines with it, which will add character to my art. And boy, I was so wrong. I just couldn't control the thickness of this pen. Turns out these things take a lot of practice to learn to use well, and who really has the time for that these days? Then I discovered these Tombow Fudenosuke pens, which have a much smaller learning curve. Their soft tips are much easier to control, and you can get a decent variation in line weights with it. And they have water-based pigment inks too, which means that your alcohol markers won't bleed through them when you try coloring over it. You can also use Sakura technical pens if you don't prefer line weights in your art. Number 3. Using the right kind of paper. Experimenting to find out what paper suits best for your markers is very important. Ideally, use a paper that soaks as little of the ink as possible, otherwise you will face bleeding and won't be able to blend colors as well. It will also use up all the inks faster. You can easily check this by turning over the paper after you use it. I used these stacks of paper that were very easy on the pocket. I also use this smooth Bristol paper if I want to create a more premium looking artwork. Both these papers soak up minimum ink and are easy to work with. I'm going to share the links to all of these art supplies in the description below. Number 4. Use cheap markers to start. There are a lot of brands of alcohol markers out there, from really cheap to really expensive. You might be tempted to get the most expensive Copic markers, which will definitely burn a hole in your pocket if you aren't careful. Surprisingly, even cheaper brands like these Touch Cool markers that I am using give you the absolute same result unless you get very technical with it. So if you are a beginner, don't hesitate to get yourself the cheap ones with a wider range of colors available for the same amount of money. Also, you won't feel too bad if you are using them up more for practicing. Number 5. Use the power of grays. When I first opened my marker set, I found a ton of grey markers. I thought, what will I ever do with all these greys? And I wish that they included other colors instead of just so many grey markers. Well, as it turns out, grays are the most important markers and also the most used markers of my set. All these grays are useful to desaturate other colors and create all kinds of tones and shades in other colors. The artworks that I create using mostly grays and just some pops of other saturated colors end up looking the best. As you can see, the artwork that I am coloring here also uses a lot of warm grays and cool grays to give the look that I want. So my top tip is to learn to use grays to create tones in your art. Since you have made it this far, let me share with you a couple of bonus tips. The first is to swatch out all your markers. A lot of markers don't match the colors on their cap. Even from a more expensive brand like Copics, some of the colors don't match. I mean, just look at this. Why even is that? It's best to take a big sheet of paper that you are using and swatching out all the colors that you have available. This will be very useful when you are picking out the colors for your artwork from the many available colors. Another very important thing to note when you are creating marker art is that alcohol markers aren't archival. What that means is that if you want your artworks to stay the same for decades, it's better not to use alcohol markers for that. Most of the inks from these artworks, especially the more saturated colors, tend to fade away over a long period of time. These markers are created for designing things quickly and creating art which is intended to be finished off using some other medium. So those are the tips that I wanted to share with you today. I hope you create some amazing marker art. Now it's time to enjoy some glory shots of the artwork that I created.